On Saturday, the 5th of August, Alexander Zinchenko is going to be hosting a very special game for Ukraine. It's going to be taking place at Stamford Bridge, raising funds to rebuild a school in war-torn Ukraine. Now, there's going to be some real legends playing in this game. Now, if you can't get down there on the day, you will be able to join us in the metaverse, where you'll be able to come through and be a part of the game. You don't need to be at the stadium. You can actually be involved. This is for a great cause. It's building a better future for the children in Ukraine. Click the link in the description right now and get involved. This is going to be big. Hi and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show, brought to you today by Boohoo Man. Don't forget you can get an additional 10% off by using the code AFTV10. You get stuff like this. Where's Yardi, man? Where's Yardi? There's no Yardi today, and we're letting him off big time, right? Because this is wedding anniversary, and so he's away.
Happy anniversary for your wedding.
Big up to White Yardi on his anniversary, but I'm back. I'm back for the first time in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely, and his wife as well.
Yeah, back off of the USA tour.
Welcome back.
It's good to be here, man. It's good to be here.
It's good to have you back. How was it?
Sofas, no poolside like last week and all that, but it's still nice.
How was it? Tell us all about it.
It's absolutely incredible. Really, really was. I mean, the love from the fans over there was crazy. Like everywhere I went, it was just ridiculous, right? And you know, thank you to all them American fans for the love, man. It was brilliant, right? And also, the games were really good. You know what I mean? The first game against the MLS All-Stars, Arsenal played really, really well, 5-0.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Really took them apart, you know, and they were really, really impressive.
And the All-Star Challenge?
Second game, not as good.
All-Star Challenge, sorry. What about the All-Star Challenge as well?
The All-Star Challenge, I wasn't too into that All-Star Challenge.
Why?
I don't know, a bit of an idiot thing to me.
No, it's football. It's entertainment, isn't it? It's just like the
thing is that made me laugh about that is that Havertz was getting a lot of stick. Because from a lot of fans, from a lot of Arsenal fans.
From our fans?
From our own fans,
no,
Cecil,
that's wrong.
Right? Because if you remember in it, right, there was a challenge where it was like you had to chest it and volley.
Yeah.
And he missed all of his. But then the funny thing about it is the next day, when the actual game was on now, a cross came over, he chested it and volleyed it in.
Exactly.
So as I said, it's about doing it when it matters, not in a little, joke thing.
I think they're wrong to be giving him stick.
No, and he scored 2 goals in 3 games on that tour.
Exactly.
Right, so Havertz is off to a good start at Arsenal. The second game against Manchester United, we didn't play well. I thought, there was a lot of individual mistakes that led to the goals. Aaron Ramsdale, also...
And
Gabriel...
sorry, go on, Robbie. Sorry.
Right, so those led to,
But
to
what
2-0.
about the ridiculous tackling from
Martinez?
And also the quote that is coming to light now, that he said that his job is to hurt people. I think that's disgusting and one of the most disgraceful comments I've ever heard in football, because he's not a boxer. Even some boxers don't say that. How can you say your job is to hurt people? If you're a footballer, that's not your job, because that means then, and I said it before on the watch-alongs, on the watch-alongs of the game, that means then you don't have no due care and attention to your fellow pro, and that is
listen, and maybe I'd have to see the context of that. He's a very, very aggressive player. We know that, right? And that was a horror tackle in the game, which in another game he could have got sent off for.
He done the same thing to Jude Bellingham,
right? Yeah, it was.
That's what I'm saying. So he should have been sent off.
People will look on that, like United fans were like tweeting things like, "Oh, Lisandro Martinez doesn't do friendlies and things like that."
But then
you could also look on that and say to yourself, well, hold on, he's being very rash at the moment. Is it that he's just so rusty that he's just late with his tackles? I don't know. But
No, but I'm sorry, Robbie, sorry. He doesn't do friendlies.
Yeah.
So are they trying to say that tackling is okay?
No. But anyway, hold on, wait a minute, because you're deflecting, because that weren't the reason we lost the game.
No.
We lost the game because of individual errors, right? And that is why we lost that game.
That's part of it, but that's also part, because to me, that's part of it. Fair enough. We take the blame, but we can't take the blame for tackles that are overrated and could have taking out players. You know, I'm really sorry to interrupt, Robbie. It's because you haven't been there for a long time. I'm trying to take over. Just, I'm glad you find that funny. No, what it is that I kept on saying, I am so thankful to Allah, God in football terms, that we didn't get a serious injury, because the tackles that were going in by Martinez, and even in that last game against Barcelona, were ridiculous.
I mean, there was a couple in that Barcelona that were terrible. Now I got a little, like the last game against Barcelona, again, Arsenal, really impressive.
Yep.
Putting 5 past Barcelona. Should have been more.
Should have been more.
Saka missed another penalty.
Missed a penalty.
Right. Yeah. Would you take him off penalties now? That's 2 in a row.
That's 2 in a row. I don't think so, because I agree.
If Jorginho and Saka are on the pitch, who would take the penalty?
Ooh, well, that's interesting. I probably would plump for Jorginho, but Dan.
Jorginho for me. If both of them are on the pitch, it's got to be Jorginho.
It has, but then shout out Dan Potts, that was in the watch along, was saying, let him take another one. So he can
listen, I'm not. If he's not on the pitch, then he takes it.
Yes,
but if Jorginho's on the pitch,
of course,
he's so good at penalties that for me, he takes it.
But I don't think Bukayo would disagree. Yeah, okay. Even he wouldn't disagree.
Well, he might be a bit knocked by that, because again, it was 2 penalties in a row that he missed. Both of them not even on target. That's the thing about it. You've got to get these penalties on target.
But what we can say is this one was, even though it's important, he's in the preseason friendly, so it's not as like it's in the game. You know?
Well, listen, it's still pressure, because there's all right. It's not maybe the same as a game, but there's 70,000 people in that stadium, right? And that game, by the way, well done to Arsenal, 5-3 winners.
Fantastic.
The only thing is, right, again, individual errors. Why we conceded 3 goals. Should have scored probably about 6 or 7 in that game.
Absolutely.
I think the reason why some of those tackles are flying in from Barcelona is that they were embarrassed, because Arsenal literally played them off the park. So I feel it's almost.
I don't know.
You even listen to Xavi's press conference afterwards.
Yeah, did you see him?
He was a little bit salty, and I think
what's he salty about?
I think a lot of that was because he knows he got played off the park. I was speaking to a couple of Barcelona fans at the end of the game, and they were kind of in shock. They were like, "What's going on, man?" They're like, "How's Arsenal playing us off the park like this?" Obviously, they don't watch Arsenal as much as we do. But, it's Barcelona, isn't it? Barcelona are used to playing teams off the park. Maybe a team might get a victory, but Arsenal literally, I said it in my interview that I did, we out-Barca'd Barcelona. Because we were the ones with the tiki-taki skills, and Trossard in that game.
Amazing. But then, Robbie, if that's the case, then are Barcelona saying they expected to turn us over then?
I don't know. Listen, I don't think they expected to turn us over, right? Because they know that Arsenal are a good side. But what it is, I feel that Barcelona, the way we played in that game, and it's a friendly. I don't get carried away with wins. I don't get carried away with losses.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But if you looked at that game, and I was at the game, the stadium, and by the way, what a stadium. I'll come back to that in a second.
Yeah.
But the way Arsenal were popping the ball around, and Barcelona at times couldn't get a kick, I feel that Xavi's a bit embarrassed by that. Because as I said, when I was speaking to some of their fans after the game, they were shocked. They were like, they're like, Arsenal play us off the park like this?
Well, you know what, Robbie?
What's going on?
Robbie? Sorry, go on.
And they did go on, actually. I think Barcelona, after that, they had a friendly against Real Madrid, and they beat Real Madrid.
Yeah.
In that friendly.
Okay.
But, well done to Arsenal in that game. Brilliant. And again, well done to the fans out there.
Yeah, brilliant.
The first game sold out, right? Sold out. It's a smaller stadium, hold about 20,000, sold out.
Yeah.
The second game, 80,000 at the MetLife Stadium there in New Jersey, sold out. Man United and Arsenal fans even split, brilliant. And the last game at the SoFi Stadium, 70,000, sold out. Incredible. Absolutely brilliant.
Unbelievable.
Right, and what a stadium. That stadium is the best stadium that I have ever been to. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. Stan Kroenke Stadium, of course.
Yeah.
As Troops were saying, we paid for it, right?
Well,
that stadium, honestly, that blew me away. It's like a theatre. It was absolutely brilliant stadium. It really was. I mean, people talk about Tottenham Stadium. Tottenham Stadium is a good stadium, but this makes that look like a joke. It's unbelievable. Really nice.
Well, 2 things.
So, well done. I think the tour went really, really well.
Yeah, absolutely, I do. But then, Robbie, that's why there's 2 things I'll say for that. First of all, what is it? I was lucky enough to see the stadium, because I FaceTime Helen, and she showed me. So big up to Helen.
Yeah.
She showed me the stadium.
Unbelievable.
And they were playing. They were playing rock with you. I can't name the artist, but they were playing rock. I said it was unbelievable.
Brilliant.
Her and Christian, big up Christian as well. But then back to the Barcelona one. If Xavi's embarrassed about the way they played, he should be embarrassed with the tackles.
That's what I'm saying. That I think some of those tackles were flying because you got players like Trossard embarrassing players.
But that's not good enough because
I know it's not good.
God forbid.
All right, calm down. It's only a friendly. The way you're carrying on, no one got injured.
No, but that's
relax, man.
No, but that's Robbie. That's what I'm saying. We are lucky because those challenges
weren't that bad as you're carrying on.
No, they're career ending. That's listen. They have to be, sometimes they can be innocuous. And so if Xavi's embarrassed, fair enough. But I think Xavi should come out and say that his players are out of order. Because that's really good. Because
no manager's going to come out and say
and also, to me...
Have you ever heard a manager come out and say their players are out of order for tackles?
Of course I have.
Then.
Of course I have.
When? What game is that? Come on, man. Just get real for a minute.
But the thing is,
you started already. The season ain't even started yet.
No, so then if I haven't started, But the thing is, the thing is, Xavi. Then listen, Xavi's a legend, and Barcelona's a fantastic team. But he needs to, without telling him what to do, because I don't want to act like Conte, that alleged match fixing ex-Tottenham manager. But he needs to express his words carefully, because you would think that we made a challenge on Barcelona because he seemed to be angry with Mikel. After your play challenge like that.
As I said, he's obviously a bit embarrassed by the performance.
No, embarrassed by the tackle.
Excellent performance by Arsenal, and it rounded off the tour really, really well. And it's fantastic over there. Now it's back to the UK. Of course, 2 more friendlies to play before the season starts next week. Can you believe that? After this weekend, the following weekend, that is the start of the season. No, it's crazy.
No, it isn't. It's 2 weeks. It's 12 days, isn't it? Because next week is... hold on.
This coming weekend is a Community Shield.
Yeah.
The following weekend...
Oh my God! Yeah,
the following weekend's the first game you're talking about.
God. Yeah, you're right. I can't believe it's so quick. Yeah, 12 days.
Wednesday we got the Emirates Cup against Monaco, and that's going to be great. And what's the significance of that game?
Well, the Emirates Cup.
Yeah. What's the significance of the 2 teams that are playing?
I don't know.
You always know about quizzes and all that.
I don't know. I'm only joking. Of course, Monaco is Arsene's former club. Yeah, of course.
Exactly. And of course they...
Did you think I didn't know that?
Well, I don't know.
Who do you mean I don't know?
I don't know, man. You're a bit shaky sometimes with your knowledge.
Really?
Right? Arsene Wenger, of course, the statue unveiled for Arsene Wenger. I saw the video that you did with my brother, Laurie.
I was fortunate enough to do it with your brother.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to probably get down there later on and go and see it.
Well,
what's it look like?
It looks absolutely fantastic. In the flesh, superb. He's even got the thing. I don't know if you did see the interview with me and Laurie.
Yeah.
They've even got the details of his shoes, which is unbelievable. The book it's nothing less than what the great man deserves.
I also think they should name the stand after him as well.
Yes, I do as well. I do.
But it's great that he's got that statue.
It is.
Really, really good. And listen, despite how it sort of ended, he's our greatest ever manager.
He's our greatest ever manager. He is. And
he revolutionised football in this country.
Absolutely.
He revolutionised football at Arsenal.
He did.
He's responsible for the reputation that Arsenal have for playing great football.
Yeah.
Comes from him, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's incredible. I mean, when he came in, I mean, the thing is, there's a quiz for you. You should get that. But who did he replace?
Bruce Rioch.
You're right.
What's wrong with this guy, man?
You're gonna what? You come back from America.
Right. But he's a great manager, right? And it's about time that they've done this. It's about time. I think he's going to be coming back, isn't he?
Well, I hope so, and that's the thing, because I don't know what game it was last season that we won. He said that it's his first game back.
Yeah.
I personally think, knowing him to chat to, he still was quite hurt. Because I remember when he left, he said that he would never forget the way he was treated. And that's, to me, his son. Now, listen, that's gone a long time ago, the ship has sailed on that. I personally was disappointed the way he was treated. Now, I could understand if
What do you mean the way he was treated?
No, the way he was treated rendered useless. If you want the man to go, fair enough. But some people, who I won't name, for obvious reasons, I'll tell you off air, were trying to render the man useless. And the
What do you
thing
mean
is,
render him useless?
these people know who they are. And it's a I would love to call them out, but I'm not going to give them any
Render
attention.
him useless.
Saying that he's rubbish, he's finished. If you want him to leave, that's what I'm saying. If you want him to leave, fair enough. But the disrespect shown to him was out of, and that's why. Because if you want him to, I had no problem.
Do you think though, I've seen Arsene Wenger say since, right? He goes, I stayed too long.
Yeah.
He's admitted it now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I know you're going to ask me. Why you always ask me this?
I feel, listen, it doesn't, you can be the greatest,
Yeah.
but sometimes you overstay your time. Muhammad Ali, greatest boxer of all time, but overstayed. Should have retired before he retired. There's a lot of great sportsmen and great, even sometimes just great people.
Yeah.
That sometimes they've been so good that they just don't know when to say, you know what, now's the time to go. Now's the time. Let me leave on a high. And I felt with Arsene Wenger, you know, he should have, like, a lot of people say he should have left after he won the last FA Cup. If he'd have left then, but he didn't. He tried to continue on and on until in the end, they had to say to him, it was the right time for them to turn around to him and say, Arsene, you've done as much as you can for us. You've been brilliant, but right now we need to change things up.
And Robbie,
That's just football, isn't it? It happens.
That is fine, but that cannot be an excuse for people to render him, because that's
No, but then what happens is, right, because if you stay on so long now and the results are not going well, then people just start to get frustrated, and maybe they don't even mean some of their things.
No,
they say,
but Robbie, that's no excuse.
I know you would have backed him. You'd still have him in now.
Would I?
Yeah, you would. You would. Of course
At
you
what
would.
age? At what age?
He could be there to 100. You'd still be beyond it.
No, listen, Robbie.
Right? There is a time. It doesn't matter how great you are. Even Pep Guardiola will have a time where maybe, you know, if he keeps staying on, Man City might have to say, hey, hold on. You've won everything for us, but we need a change. It just is how it is.
And that is fine. I don't have no problem with that. For me, he should have seen that his last season. He deserved that. The club made it. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that cannot be an excuse for insults.
Oh, yeah, of
because
course
and you're saying that they knew, these people knew what they were saying. So you know what I mean? I think these people knew what they were saying, and it was ridiculous.
I'm glad that he's got the statue, and
he deserves. He deserves more.
A couple of friendlies coming up against Monaco, of course.
Yes,
we're going to play right Emirates Cup, sold out. They sold out everything I saw on this thing. That's going to be great. And then the big one, really, almost like a bit like the season curtain opener. Arsenal taking on Manchester City in the Community Shield back at Wembley. Of course, last time we was at Wembley, we won the FA Cup. We weren't there.
No, that's right.
Because of lockdown, so it's going to be great to be at Wembley.
It will be, and hopefully great if we can hopefully.
That's going to be a good game, and even though it's a friendly, I think that's going to be a very competitive game, and it would be great to beat Man City. We haven't beaten them for so long. I think going into a new season, if we could get a victory over them, it might sort of show that we've made a few steps forward. I mean, but it's going to be tough. It's City or City.
It's going to be tough for them as well. We should have beaten them last season. We should have won the league. So, you know what I mean?
Should have beaten them where?
At home, we should have.
No, they were better than us at home.
You saw the possession.
Possession?
You saw the possession?
No, what I saw is the goals in the back of the onion bag. In the net.
Okay, then.
They scored 3, we scored 1.
Okay, so you saw you saw when Edison took down Eddie, he's already on the card, and the referee gave nothing.
Possession.
No, explain that to me, Robin. Explain that to me. Because you're saying that, and that's fair enough. Explain to me why Edison, who was on the yellow, took down Eddie, he was given as a penalty and didn't get a second yellow. Because that to me then is that you've taken down the player.
What was the score at that time?
It was 1-0.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 1-0. That's what I'm saying.
All I know is we lost. We lost home and away.
Yeah.
We lost away to them twice. We lost away to we lost to them at home. Yeah. Right, and that was the big difference in them winning the league. Yeah. If we are going to win the league this year,
that was part of it.
Right, we have to. I feel to win the league, we have to beat Man City in at least one of the games.
We've got to beat them twice. That's what I think.
If we beat them twice, happy days. But I feel to turn a corner, we have to beat them in at least one of the games. They can't just keep coming and beating us home and away all the time.
If we don't beat them, we make sure we don't lose.
No, I want us to beat
I want us to beat them.
I want us to beat them. And I think if we could, you know, I mean, listen, it's going to be tough. They're the best team, right? But if we could turn them over in the Community Shield, it would be a big, big step.
It will be a big step. It will be a big step. It will, yeah, it will be a big step. But I'm like,
what's your prediction?
What for the Community Shield?
Yeah.
God, that was quick. Well, I can't go against my tried and trusted. Hopefully 2-0 to us. Why? What's yours?
Okay. 2-0.
Yeah.
Flipping hell, man. Let me go 2-1 to Arsenal, but I'm
Funny enough,
backing it with enough confidence.
that was the
'cause they're so
last
good.
time we beat them at Wembley.
Yeah, it was.
But who were the goal scorers?
For Arsenal?
Yep. Rubbish.
Aubameyang.
Who?
Aubameyang.
Oh no. You know what? It's the wrong one.
Yeah, see? Again, you got it wrong. Again, you got it wrong. You see? You know what?
No.
Stop asking me questions
You know what?
because you don't even know what you're talking about.
You know what it was. You know what it was. I meant I'll give you the what I was going for was when we beat them in FA Cup. We beat them in the FA Cup in 2018. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, semi-final.
Yeah.
Aubameyang scored one of them goals.
So who scored the winner then?
Oh.
I don't think it was Pierre, you know. But if you can get me who scored the winner, I'll let you off.
Scored the winner.
You see, I knew I'd get him. I knew I'd get you. You see?
Oh man.
I knew I'd get you. I knew it. Yes, I got
It
him.
weren't Lacazette. It was.
I got him. I got him.
Did Aubameyang score both?
No. I don't know. I can't remember the first one, but because remember we scored in extra time. We were 1-0 down.
Yeah.
I don't know who scored. I can't remember who scored for them. But the winner, no, it wasn't Pierre. I don't even know if he was in there then. Who scored the first goal?
2018. Semi-finals.
No, it's not. It's not. It can't be 2000. It must be earlier then, because it's not.
Well, get the facts right before you come to me, man. Oh my God.
Well,
Listen, let's get into Eat It of the Week, and it might be you.
Yeah,
for the stupid questions that you're asking.
Hold on. The question still stands. Apart from the last time we played FA Cup, the last time we played FA Cup at Wembley, who scored the winner? This question still stands.
The last time we played it, it's Aubameyang.
No, before that.
What? Before when?
Before that.
You just said the last time we played at Wembley, you scored the winner.
So no, when you had fans, not when you didn't have fans. Remember, it was when you had fans.
Oh.
It's not when remember because we beat Man City 2-1. We scored the winner in extra time. In the first half of extra time, if I can remember. I can't remember who scored the first. Oh yeah, I can remember who scored the first one, but just give me the one who won the winner. Who scored the winner?
In the final against Chelsea.
No, Robbie, against Manchester City. Remember, we beat Man City, then we beat Chelsea in the final. But what I'm saying
We beat Man City in the semi-final.
Exactly, in the semi-final. That's what I'm saying. In the semi-final, who scored the winner for us?
Who scored the winner?
Yes.
Got
him. Yes. No, I'm not joking.
Well, Aaron Ramsey.
You got one guess. No, I'm not joking.
In the semi-final, I'm sure Aubameyang scored.
No, he didn't. I don't think he was there then. He weren't there.
I can't remember who.
Alexis.
Oh, Alexis. Oh, then that wasn't the same. That semi-final.
Semi-final.
The semi-final when we played Man City in the semi-final and Chelsea in the final.
No, I'm not talking about that. That was without fans. That's what I'm saying.
You mean when we played Aston Villa?
In the final, yeah.
Yeah, well, that wasn't 2018, was it?
We'll find out.
Alexis Sanchez, yeah. When we beat them, it was 4-1.
No, we beat them 2-1. Man City. You mean Aston Villa?
Aston Villa in the final we
Aston
played.
Villa was 4-0. Man City was 2-1. Man City
listen, man, you got me all confused.
No. The finals when we beat Chelsea when Aaron scored.
Aaron Ramsey, that's what I said.
He scored the winner in the final. Remember when what's his name? Victor.
We
Moses
played Man City in a semi-final.
Yeah, and 1-2-1. Alexis scored the winner. And then in the final now, we beat Chelsea 2-1 when, remember, Alexis scored again when he handled it and he went through. And then Aaron scored after. Remember, Costa scored with 5 minutes ago. And then Olivia came on and done that fantastic cross for Aaron to score the winner.
And that's in 2018?
Yeah. Of course it is. Remember, we beat Man City in the final. We beat Man City in the semi-final. Of course it is.
Okay.
You sound...
You got me all twisted up, man. All right, let's go to our Boohoo Man of the Week. And I think it's a very easy decision to make, right?
Yeah.
You could have maybe had Trossard because he was absolutely brilliant against Barcelona. He really was like an amazing performance by him.
Incredible.
But it has to go to Arsene Wenger.
Yes.
I was going to give it to White Yardie as well, right, for his anniversary, but
No, that's nice, that's nice, that's
I'm not
nice.
arguing nothing. Right, so I'm going to give it.
That's not nice,
I'm going to give
that's
it to the one and only Arsene Wenger.
Arsene
Statue
Wenger.
for him, greatest manager of all time at the Arsenal, an absolute legend.
One of the greatest managers of all time in the Premier League as well.
One of the Premier League's all-time great managers.
Yeah.
Right, so Arsene Wenger, you are our boohoo man of the week.
Well done, Arsene.
Well done.
You deserve it, Arsene.
Our idiot of the week.
This is fascinating.
This is fascinating. This one goes to Joe Lewis, the owner of Tottenham Hotspur, who's been indicted in America on some very. I just came from America. I know.
But look at the language. You actually even said indicted.
On some very serious charges of like insider trading.
This is very
If he gets
serious.
done for this, I mean,
he could go to prison for the rest of his life.
he could go to prison for a very long time.
Yeah.
And what happens to Tottenham?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because
Exactly. This is.
Did you see that Jay-Z's interested in buying it?
Yeah, but is that true though? Because he's a gooner.
Well, a gooner. He's interested in buying Tottenham. He obviously ain't that much of a gooner, ain't he?
Well, yeah, but
Hey, Jay-Z, don't do it, man. You're one of my favourite artists, man. If you go and buy Tottenham now, what am I going to do with all the tunes? I mean, I have to erase it all off of my playlist.
What?
You know what I mean?
You got all these tunes?
I love Jay-Z,
What's your favourite tune of his?
Oh, my favourite tune, Jay-Z. There's so many, man. I like Dead Presidents. That's a bad tune. I love that. He's got so many.
He has got so many.
Jay-Z, don't do it. Don't do it. But Joe Lewis, I mean, this is serious crap. What's going on at Tottenham? Joe Lewis, you had that. Remember their director of football? He's been done and banned.
Yes.
Conte, when he was there, previous to him coming there, he's had a little bit of a shady
match fixing.
future coming from Juventus. What's going on at Tottenham, man? What's with all this dodginess? But idiot of the week. I mean, if those allegations are true, and they're not being proven, by the way.
They're not,
right?
But
He's
but
at
they're
the moment,
serious allegations.
But they're serious.
These allegations, but
if
they're serious.
proven, I mean, after all what he's built at Tottenham, what happens to all that? You know what I mean? It'd be worrying times if you're a Tottenham fan.
It would be worrying.
Or maybe a lot of Tottenham fans might be thinking to themselves, because they don't really like the owners, do they? Right? They might be thinking that that's their way out. You know what I mean? Like he loses the club. And maybe a Jay-Z or someone from Saudi Arabia or someone like that comes in and buys it, or Qatar or something like that.
Yeah, but
so in a way, hopefully he becomes not guilty and he keeps hold of the club. But he's definitely idiot of the week. Now, we were going to have a grace of the week.
I've got a grace of the week.
Right, but
I've
this
got a grace
guy
of the week. I've
did
got
not
a grace.
prepare it.
Look,
Didn't do his preparation before the show.
I've got a grace of the week. You see, look at that, man. You're calling me out already.
Oh, I think it's this and I think it's that. You're saying just before the show started.
Yeah, I was.
When you're doing a show, you do your prep.
Yes, I know that. Okay.
All right, what's your grace of the week?
But I've got even better grace of the week. The grace of the week, what I'll do is I'll say that next time. It won't be grace of the week, but I'm going to say that's the grace of the week. But I won't say, but there was a fantastic grace of the week that's popped up. So I don't only have one. Okay, Robbie, and before that, let me just say, you're talking about Jay-Z, about, you got so many tunes. Did you know it's 50 years of hip-hop? Can you imagine? Isn't that incredible?
Incredible.
Absolutely incredible.
Incredible.
And I'm going to be thinking, I'm thinking what we should do.
Do you know the name of the guy who
Why are you going to ask this?
You've been coming with loads of competitions. Because I know you love your music. The guy that is credited for starting hip hop in America.
Yes, I know he is, and you've asked me this before.
I've asked you this before?
Yes, you've asked me before.
What's his name?
I don't know. Maybe Cool Herc?
Correct.
No.
Big up Cool Herc, man.
I know.
A friend of mine.
A friend of yours?
Yeah.
What a legend.
Yeah.
Cool
Herc, man. Known for my music days.
Unbelievable.
No, I mean, used to, when I used to go to New York, we used to go to clubs.
Yeah.
A real legend of the game. He started hip hop.
Absolute legend.
Now, grace of the week. Hurry up.
Well,
time's running.
Grace of the week. Now, like I said, it was meant to be someone else.
Yeah, but you didn't do your research.
No, it's
so
not.
So you weren't able to say what it is.
It's not.
So what have you come up with now?
It's not that. I just couldn't remember what this person did.
Didn't do your research.
No,
so
but I'll
what is
mention next time. But like I said, it's maybe a blessing in disguise because both of them deserve it. Obviously, it would have been Arsene.
All right, who is it?
But wait. But this grace of the week came up yesterday, and it's amazing. What it is, it goes out to the female player, Caicedo, that plays for Colombia. Now she's only 18, and she's played in 3 World Cups. This is her 3rd World Cup she's playing. And what's more incredible is that Colombia women beat Germany women 2-1 yesterday.
Yeah, and she scored a banger.
She scored a winner, yes. What's even more amazing, and even she deserves it anyway, is the fact that she overcame ovarian cancer
Yeah, I saw
3
that.
years ago, and she actually collapsed in training. So that's why. And she's 18 and she's playing in her third World Cup. So it's got to go to
Third World Cup?
Her third World Cup, because she's played in the under 17s and under 18 World Cup.
I thought you meant like senior World Cup. I was going, when did she start playing? When she was 12?
You know,
what I mean?
and you're saying it. You saw the goal she scored against Germany, former European champions, a powerhouse in men and women's football. So what she did is amazing. So even though what I mean.
Who does she play for in like team-wise?
That I'm not sure, but
I can see she's not a big team. She's going to get signed up after this,
and that's the thing. Now it's interesting. You say that, you lead on to another one, which is good. I don't know who she plays for, but everyone's looking at her. I also would say with the Women's World Cup, I've got to big up one of our players, Amanda Illestedt, who signed for us. She's Swedish, and our manager Jonas Idaver is Swedish.
Yeah.
She's the joint top goal scorer in the World Cup with 3 goals from headers, and she's got an assist. So it's interesting because we did our work early because we signed her before the World Cup. It's interesting. I don't know who she plays for, but whoever she plays for now.
She plays for Arsenal.
No, not Amanda. I'm talking about Kaiser. Very good, man. The sense of humour's even got better as well.
Oh, right. Listen, we've reached the end of the show today, right?
No, I was just going to say, with Amanda, we signed her before. So it's interesting because I think Jonas knew. Because imagine, she's scored that's one. So I don't know who Caicedo was. It shows you getting your business done straight away.
She's going to be moving to a big club if she's not already at one after
or
this.
she's not on contract.
All right, well, listen, we've reached the end of the show. I hope you've enjoyed it. Yardi will be back here next week. Of course,
he will.
We'll be here after the Community Shield against Manchester City. So it's going to be really interesting to see how we got on in that game. It's going to be a big marker to see where we're at.
But
so far...
But is it, Robbie? Because
as far as pre-season goes, I mean...
Oh, yeah, where we are.
Yeah,
but
I think so far in pre-season we've done well.
We've done well.
You take the game against United out of it, we played really well.
And the tackles too.
We've got the Monaco...
Which fortunately didn't injure any of our players.
We've got the Monaco game coming up. We've got the game against Manchester City.
That's AGT's just watching the building. He's laughing at what I'm saying.
Hopefully, we can get 2 wins in that and then carry us into the new season where we're going to be kicking off against Nottingham Forest.
Let's hope so.
We've got it covered all here on AFTV. Don't forget to use the code AFTV10 to get 10% off of all Boohoo Man wear. But thanks for watching.
Thank you. Good luck, Super Falcons. Peace.